Hello everyone and welcome to the first upload of my channel. Today we are going to be playing Spyro, and just to let you know, my name is otto-bunny, your wonderful host that will be showing you the gameplay. So let us dive on in. In the world of dragons.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it six? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Gnorc is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
Here we go. This is where the adventure begins. As it even says, the adventure begins. So, welcome. This is Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy. I'll be honest, when I was a kid, this was one of the first very games I actually played. And I am very happy to be showing you all of its glory, because now that it's remastered, it's a lot better than when I played it as a kid. See, I played it on the PS2, and if we all know about the PlayStation 2 back in the day, the graphics weren't, all upgraded and as how we see games today. So we have come a long way. So now, to finally get into it, the first dragon we will be releasing is Nestor. Now that's a cool dragon.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Gnorc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
I have always loved how Spyro, always wants to get into the action and into the fight, while all the other dragons are there will be time for that, but first you must learn the ways of being a dragon. So this dragon we will be releasing, his name is Delbin, and I'll be honest, he kind of looks like a Ralph version dragon, so it's pretty cool.
Where's Nasty Gnorc? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing?
His
name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
I love all of the dragons in this game, I'll be honest. They're all very unique and have different character traits. There's one of Gnorc's nasty villains. So yes, in all of the worlds and realms I'll be showing you, we need to collect all of these gems or crystals, per se. Because you're gonna need it in order to unlock one of the levels at the end of the game if you get 100% on everything. So luckily for you, I pretty much do know where most of the dragons are, or pretty much all of them, as well as the treasure. So if you're down to getting 100% with me, then continue on with the journey. So here you see these stones by the waterfall. If you jump on them, they start to glow. And if you jump on all of them like in an order like that without repeating on stepping on one of them, you actually open this little hidden area to Sunny Flight. So basically when it comes to Sunny Flight, it's gonna be like a race against time on how many things you can collect within the level while being timed. So I think that's pretty cool. So as you see, when you kill like the villains, they do drop gems, so you're gonna have to pretty much terminate all of them in order to get the crystals that you need. A bunch of sheep. Okay, and then you're also gonna find these treasure chests, which can be easily broken by flaming them, obviously, as you see me doing now. So the dragon behind this crystallized dragon, this is a boss level, and it only opens when you have enough dragons in order to enter. So let's unlock this dragon and he will tell you all about it.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the dragon mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Okay, I'll be honest, that glitch with the sheep on Spyro during that interaction was really funny, because that's the first time I have ever encountered that. Oh, did you know, cool fact, that in one of the levels you need to find one of these little tulips, and there's only one of them within the level. And the level I am talking about would be Stonehill right here, one of the first levels that you can enter within the first realm, known as Artisan's Home. So I will be showing you where to find all the gems, dragons, and keys, and the thieves. See, you have to hunt down the thieves because they've stolen all the dragon eggs. And as I said, if you collect everything in the game, you do open up a level at the end of the game that you can enter. So that's pretty cool. Plus, this is the level I will also be showing you where the pink tulip is that I mentioned before, that you have to find the flower and there's only one of them in the level. So as you see, I'm going around collecting all the gems. Of course, the goats or rams aren't having it. They're the bosses, or, well, not bosses, but more of the enemies, the common ones. So as we continue on our adventure, we are going to be finding the first dragon of this level, which is right here in this like little cavern, I suppose you can call it. Oh, and with all those metal boxes I just broke, you can only break them by charging them with your horns. And how to charge is by hitting square, or, well, I guess holding square. That's how you charge like that. So yes, this is the charge motion. So here off we have our next dragon, the first one of this level, known as Lindar, and he's pretty cool.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
So yeah, basically what Lindar had to say is that when you step on like these pads where the dragons were, the little fairy hovering above it right there actually will save your progress for you. So if you die from being attacked by the villains, then you will respawn back there. Of course, any gems or anything that you've collected and didn't save while you collected those, you will have to recollect them. But again, I like a challenge. So you see this purple box here? It's mainly an extra life for Spyro. So as you see in the top right hand corner, it showed Spyro's little head icon showing how many lives you have. So if you die, because I have 6, it would deduct 1 and go down to 5. But that's only if I died. So again, breaking these, you have to charge them. You can't flame them. And this key will actually unlock a box in order to get more gems from. So yeah, you just want to go throughout the levels like pretty carefully so you don't miss anything, like I am. So obviously, just kind of be a little observant and look around. So down here is our next dragon, as well as the crate I was talking about that needs the key to unlock it. Yeah, so let us unlock the second dragon to this level, known as Gavin. He's pretty cool.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong, like me.
Sure.
So yeah, what Gavin had to say about the dragonfly, his name is Sparks, as Delvin had currently said when we unlocked him in Artisan's Home. Sparks is your little indicator. He's more like a protector. So when you get hit by an enemy, I'll show you for instance that when you get hit by an enemy, he will start to change color. So, well, that should have worked. So I'm gonna get hit by this guy. So yeah, see, as you can tell, Sparks did change colors. He changed to blue instead of his yellow. When he's at yellow, that means he's at full capacity on like his like strong effect. When you get hit again for the second time, he turns green. And when you get hit the third time, he actually disappears. And when he disappears, if you get hit once more, you actually can die, and that's why we have the little lives icon. But in order to get Sparks back, you do need animals or like different like little creatures in the game, so such as sheep, frogs, and different things. They will summon butterflies, and when you have enough butterflies, Sparks will come back. So if you killed only one sheep, he will come back and he'll be the green color as we have previously seen. If he eats another butterfly, he becomes blue. And then if he eats a third butterfly, he becomes yellow and healthy again, as he was supposed to. So here's our next dragon, Gildas. And he's a painter, which is so cute.
Spyro, my friend. How about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
I love some of the voices for some of the dragons. Like, they did a really good job on picking like certain voices for the certain characters. But I also like that they all have like their personality, and because the realm that we first started in, Artisan's Home, well, as you can tell by the name, it says art. And so all of the dragons in this first world is all inspired by like different like art skills. So like there's culinary arts, there is brewing arts, there is also painting, and then you also have the chefs and the bakers, as well as the barbecuers. So I found that as a pretty cool detail. I always forget that there's gems right here too, so you gotta be careful. Like I said, gotta be observant if you want to get that full 100%. As well as I still need to show you guys where to find the pink tulip. So if you're here to find that, I will show you. Actually, I missed the chest. Okay. So I will show you where we'll find this tulip. I think it's up here on this first part. But just to be sure, I'm going to just glide on over. Ooh, almost fell off the ledge there. So if I'm correct, the pink tulip should be behind these little towers right here. Yeah, right here. So when you unlock them, like when you unlock that one, it actually gives you a skill point. And what the skill points do is they actually, if you collect them all, they'll open pages for like all the character designs and the artwork from the game. They will like give you that as like a reward. So as it says in the artisan's world, have to reach the tricky platform, which is the one that I glided to in the beginning. Stone Hill is burning that hidden pink tulip, as you just seen. In town square, all the bulls have to be stuck. So in order to get them stuck, you actually have to ram into them. You can't just blow them out with fire, because that just kills them automatically. So again, I will be showing you all the tricks and nooks and crannies of the first game, since I'm very familiar with it. I'll be honest, in the second game, I actually do not know what the storyline is in there. So that is going to be an adventure with you guys. But in the third game, I have also played that one. I haven't gotten a full 100% in that one. Like, when I had it on the PS2, I haven't gotten a full 100%. So that is also another adventure with you guys that I am actually excited to be looking forward to. So I think I got all the treasure. No, as you can see, they're shining up there, so I jumped down too early. Oh, and if you hear that little guy going na 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 na, he's actually one of the thieves that you actually have to catch. And how you catch them is you actually have to charge. So as I mentioned before, charging them is by holding square. So let me find the guy. Yeah, right here. So you have to charge him, and then when you get super close to him, you have to torch him with your flame effect. So because again, if you collect the thieves and all of them, you actually get the dragon eggs. As you can see, there's one of the dragon eggs. And if I am correct, there's about 10 dragon eggs in total. But again, don't count me on that. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that there may be 10. So. So I'm missing a couple gems, so that's not good. What could I be missing? No, because I got the key and I opened the one chest. I got those gems and I missed out before. Yeah, sorry again, you might see me do this a few times in a level. I like going around and rechecking. Ah, right here. I forgot that there was like this hidden chest. So yeah, as you can see, there's 200 gems in this level that you do need to find for the first level. So, but you'll know when the game says like the level's 100% is because you have to collect all the gems as well as the dragons, as I've already explained, in order to unlock the certain level in the end. So, and here is Astor.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
I love him. He's just so funny. He just kind of gives me like a grandpa vibes, like, you know, someone that just wants to tell you like one of their old stories. But then, yeah, you as the kid were like, nah, I don't think so. I just want to go play. But thank you. And it's just like so funny because it's just like that kind of moment. So, as you can see, we came back to the first realm that we started in, which is the artisan's home. So I still have yet to complete this full level to 100%. And when you saw that guy running, he was basically coming all the way over here to hide. So if you want to try and find all the enemies, then the one guy will always come here, as another one hides in the hedges. So the next dragon we will be unlocking is Thomas.
Hey, Spyro! Press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
I have always loved how wise the dragons have always been throughout me playing this game. Like, they all have like a different little thing to say, which makes them unique. Like, if they're the important dragons, they'll have lots to say, just like the few dragons that I've collected so far has told us. So here I'm just gonna collect all the treasure on the towers here. So as you can see that there's a few more towers that has treasure. So yeah, as we come up here, this level is Town Square, the one I was telling you about, that we needed to ram the bulls instead of flaming them in order to get the third skill check. So yeah, as you can see, these would be the like little creatures that you'd have to kill in order to make sure Sparks is all healthy. So in the first level it was sheep, in this level it's chickens. So the first dragon we're gonna encounter right here, he is gonna explain, I think, about flying. So
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
So yeah, he basically just tells us to like mainly glide. So right, I had to ram them. Oh no, I'm not gonna get the skill check this time. But yeah, the second time when I did the charge, you're actually supposed to charge into the bulls and get them stuck like that. And you have to do that with all of them. You can't kill any of them. So maybe I'll come back in here after I get 100% on everything in this level. I'll come back and we'll get the skill point, because that's gonna be important. So here we go. Here's Devlin that we're unlocking now.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
That kid kind of looked pretty good. So yeah, and then there's one of the enemies. So as said, you gotta ram all the bulls, so. And then there's the chickens. So yeah, easily done. Again, just gotta hold square and charge at them. In order to torch things, you actually have to hit circle. Well, that should have worked. See, you gotta get over there in order to get to the next thief, so. Something not going right? Okay, so. When you get that high, you need to like quickly like make a turn while gliding. So let us get this guy, the thief. I missed him. But that's okay, because if we come around here, again, see, you can't torch them. You actually have to ram them, so you gotta be careful when you're doing it on that ledge. Did I miss any gems back here? No, I did not, which is good. goody goody to know. So then he's going to be down there. So that was easy. Could just jump down like that and get him. So we're gonna come back over here again. And since I got all the crystals up there, we're good. But I forgot these, so. Oh, and each gem has like a certain amount of points to them. So as you saw, like some of them have, like for the green ones, they come to 2 and they say 2. When you get the blue, they come to like 5 points. And when you get the gold, or like the yellow crystals, they come up to 10. So it's like 10 money, I guess. So, which I find that really fascinating. Kind of reminds me of the one game I've played before in Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. I know that they have the rupees, and they're all different colors to like maximize like how many like points you're getting for each one. Oh, and when you collect the red gems, they only give you 1, but like I said, if you collect the yellow, it's 10. And again, 5. So in this level, we only had 200 gems that we had to get, so let us unlock this dragon, which is Thor, ironically, but he's old.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. You can always check your progress by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
He has aged pretty well, if I do say so myself. And the last but not least, the last dragon of this realm, and his name is Alvar.
Spyro! Did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg! You've got to track him down and get that egg! Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
Here's how I feel sometimes, especially when upset, but like really out there and extravagant, just, you know, trying to warn people. So we completed town square, but again, as I said, we gotta go in there because we gotta get the skill check since I did kill the one bull, and you're only supposed to ram them in order to get the 3rd skill point. So let us quickly relapse that again. Well, and once you've collected a dragon, they won't respawn in the crystals because they're already freed, but you can always replay their animations again when you step on their little save pads. So like, for example, I'll do it here. So you can talk to the fairy and she'll say either replay dragon or you can continue. So if you hit continue, it just means continue on with the game. So yeah, that first bull that came to encounter me, that was the one that I first flamed. So my bad. But we're gonna get it right this time. So yeah, we don't need to get him since we've already got the dragon egg, so. And there we go, skill point 3 acquired. And now, since it's saved, we can go back to Artisan's home. And I think it's pretty cool that if you like kind of get bored when like Spyro's flying, you can move him around and like flap his wings by pressing X, as well as if you hit circle or square, he will breathe out fire. But then if you hit L1 or R1, he will do like rolls or like flips in the sky. So, but if he's on the ground like this, and if you hit L1 and R1, he basically rolls. So that's Stonehill. We already completed that level as seen before. So here we're gonna run in here. I missed a few gems, so then there's an extra life. So we're at 10 lives now, which is pretty good for us in case we died. So the next level we are entering is Dark Hollow. I'll be honest, this was one of my favorite levels as a kid. So yeah, again, if you hit R1 or L1, he will flip either side, and then circle, as well as if you hit R2, he'll breathe fire, as well as if you just keep pressing or hitting X, he'll flap his wings. But again, you can like move him around with the joystick. I think I've always liked this level just because it was nighttime, and I really prefer the nighttime. I like the night, so. But like, I also like the like little details such as all of this, like the lightings and the vines and everything. It was always such a unique aspect. And it just kind of made it like more majestical, I guess, or like mysterious. It always gave me calm vibes. So we're gonna come up here, and we're gonna have to encounter these guys really quick because they'll hit you with their turkey legs. So with the guys holding the shields, if you're planning on encountering them, you have to charge them because again, their shields are metal, so fire will not work on them unless you can get behind them without them shielding. Then you can flame them. So this dragon, we are gonna unlock him now. His name is Alvin.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd escaped those annoying little creatures. Of course they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
See, as Alvin just explained, that a charge attack will take care of them. So then we're gonna come down through here in this like little secret tunnel, I guess. Oh, you have to be quick and flame these guys from behind because the charge and the flame will not work on them. And they move quite fast, so like watch, I'll step down here and then he's gonna come charging. So you just gotta be very careful. And, like just, you know, time them. So as we come down here, we found a 1 gem. And this is where you will find the key to the lockbox that we first saw when climbing the pedestals in this level. So, keep that in mind. And here we are. The next dragon we will be unlocking is Oswin.
Spyro, wanna know a secret? Use the action button when you wanna zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
So when he says the action button, he's actually really meaning triangle. And with triangle, you can just kind of go into like a looking mode and just, you know, take your time and look at the scenery. As you can see, in this cave there is books and everything, as well as you can breathe fire, which is pretty cool. So now we gotta go find the other dragons and all the crystals. Oh, that guy got me with the turkey leg. So yeah, there we go. Feed sparks, and he'll be back to 100%. Also, cool thing is you can light up these little campfires, and if you do it for the first time, if you have Spyro, you will get an achievement saying unlocked. So So again, our extra little lives, guys, so that's pretty neat. Also, when you're flying, and if you hit the action button, which is triangle again to do this, if you do it while you're flying in the midair, it'll actually cause Spyro to stop mid-flight, so keep that in mind. Again, gotta be careful with the guys in the turkey legs, as they are merciless. So if I am correct, there's only 100 crystals or like little gems that we have to collect. Yeah, as you can see in the bottom, it says 84 out of 100, and there's only 3 dragons in this level. So we've already seen the other 2, and so let's see who we got this time. So this is Darius or Darius?
Big enemies like this Nork with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
So he basically explains like the dudes with the turkey legs cannot be charged, but you can flame them. So I just thought that was pretty cool. We didn't get 100% in that level. I just realized that I forgot the lockbox, so we're gonna have to quickly go back in there and get that. So, but luckily the loading times don't take forever, so that's not really much of a hassle. But I hope you, as my viewers, are enjoying my gameplay. I mean, this is my first video, so I really hope you do enjoy it. And if you can give me suggestions or pointers on what I could do a little bit better, then please feel free to let me know. So do I have the keys though? No. So if you leave a level and like say you collected it before when you were in the level, I forgot. So if you do collect it in the level at the same time as you are in it, then the key is there. But if you have to leave and then you come back in, you have to recollect it in order to get the key once more. So because it doesn't automatically save it into your like inventory. So as you can see, we got the key all over again, so we're just gonna make our around these guys and basically come up here, and then we're gonna unlock the box. And there we are, all the treasure that we were missing. So I'm just gonna go around these guys since, you know, they're not really much of a threat, so. As easy as that, you can avoid them. So there we are, 3 levels already 100% complete. So now, if we go through here, we can collect the remaining gems that we still need from this main homeland. So I forgot the one villain retreats into there. So if I am correct, we are missing crystals. Did I catch all the crystals from here? No, I was missing a box. My bad. So yeah, if we replay Argus again, he will have a different sense than when we first played him. So I'm just gonna do that. So he should say his other dialogue now.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now. If you feel you are ready.
Yeah, so I always thought that was cool that if you didn't have the required amount of dragons, he'd tell you that like you could not enter, but because we have a lot of dragons, you can now enter to the boss, the first boss of the levels. So if I am correct, there's only 5 different realms we go to. There's the artisans, there is the peacekeepers, as well as there is the magic keepers. Oh yeah, so as you can see, you have to be careful with the dogs. If you flame them once, it just burns the fur off. So you have to hit them twice. You have to do it quick, or else they will pounce on you. Or well, basically body slam you. Like that, so you gotta be careful with them. As well as when you're entering boss levels, you have to be very careful on what you're doing. Just because they don't have like shapes or creatures that you need to face, like that you can eat to reheal sparks, so you gotta be very careful on what you're doing. So there goes that guy. Man, I love the details of like the remake, because I remember when I was little, all of the water just used to be red with like white highlights on top to signify that it was waves. And even the sky was just kind of like, I don't know. I mean, it was pretty good for the graphics back then too, like with skies, but I think they really did an amazing job, because before the clouds wouldn't really move in the original Spyro for PS2. They would just stay kind of stagnant, or I guess static, and like just stay in the background and not move. So where in this one you can see the moving effects of everything, so I really like the graphics there. So let us release Nevin, and he will tell us about Toasty.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on! I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
So here we go. I mean, this isn't too bad for fighting him. Again, I really dislike the dogs. So yeah, you wouldn't expect Toasty to actually be a sheep. I remember when I was little, I didn't expect him to be a sheep either. I was like, oh well. Again, really dislike the dogs. They can be a little frustrating and annoying. Plus they killed Sparks, which I'm gonna have to find Sparks again by killing all like the little innocent creatures, I suppose. So I am missing a few gems, so I'm just gonna quickly relapse and see where I could have possibly missed them. Oh, I missed the one here, so yeah, there we are, 100% again, because there's only one dragon and then 100 gems, so nothing too hard for this level. The boss, like pretty much all the bosses are pretty easy to beat, except for one. I remember as a kid I had a hard time with the one boss in the Dreamweaver's realm, just because his name was Jacques, and he's actually based on a Jack-in-the-Box, which is actually pretty cool. So there we are. So now recheck. Did I get 100% in this? Yes, I did. And so the next realm we will be entering is the Peacekeepers. But we'll talk to the balloonist first.
Wow! I see you've been busy rescuing dragons, Spyro. You may travel to the Peacekeepers world if you like. Are you ready to go?
Let's go. So I think I'm gonna end off entering the Peacekeepers world, and for the next video or stream I will continue on with Peacekeepers and where you can find all the dragons and the gems and crystals in there. But I'd like to thank every one of you guys for watching my video and just, you know, be there and support. So without that and without further ado, this is where we will end off. So thank you everybody, and I hope you have a good evening or a good day depending on what